Okay, we've got the black rhino right there, directly in front of us. Now, black rhinos are not black, but I think they're going to tell us how they got that name shortly. But there's the black rhino. I'm going to try to get a more up-close look in a second.
Guys, that's a highly endangered animal. Beautiful horn, 2 horns. Very big one in the front, smallish one in the back, but black rhinos can have bigger horns in the back.
Okay, we've got the black rhino. We've been tracking him for probably 30 minutes ever since we were at the top of the hill. So we drove down to him, and he's run away a couple of times, but he's finally stopped. So he's obviously out of the lowlands. Now, where in the world he goes out in the middle of this desert and the heat and all that kind of stuff, hard to say. But he has stopped. He's staring at us. He actually took a couple of steps toward us. You can, I realize this picture may not be very good, but you can see him good with the binoculars. So we just went through that little grassland area there. There's a springbok, and it appears that a jackal, I saw a jackal just a second ago to the right of the springbok by about 100 yards. But as we turn here, I'm going to see if I can't get you a picture. Oh no, it's more springbok there. So there's 3 springbok up on the ridge. 3 springbok up on the ridge. Here's some more of the grasslands. Oh, here we go. Yeah. So I didn't know if it was just in that little area right there. Obviously, it's still rocky here and these little rolling bumps and whatnot, but it's been a lot of fun. Okay, another Namibian street sign. Hoanib, where we spent the night last night, and Palmwag, where we're going. And apparently there's something of interest over here that we're going to go see, so we'll check that out. Okay, we're probably about an hour from seeing the rhino, and this has been pretty much what we've been looking at for the last, for that hour time period. Again, there are these very rocky area, but of interest, there is this rock right here. And these rocks, by the way, are very, very rough, very rugged. And here is this rock. Now, people have pushed these other rocks away from it, but this is called Rhino Rock, and you can see how smooth it is, and especially here, it is slick. And it's that smooth because the rhinos come and rub on it, and their skin is obviously very rough, and they've obviously been rubbing on it. They told us this is basalt, and that is, obviously very rough and very hard rock, and the rhinos have been rubbing on it for as long as rhinos have been here. So it's smooth, which is just really insane. I mean, you can see, and I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but I can see my reflection in that. It's been rubbed so smooth by the rhinos. Anyway, pretty crazy story. There's a nice bush for you. Maybe they have a snack when they come up here. And we're headed on out to Palmwag. So I just got the correction on the pronunciation, and it is Palmwag. Yeah, so more rocky terrain, but we're kind of going into a little rocky valley, but at the same time, we're going into this green area, so it must be some kind of river bottom with a rocky side. But we've been driving on this. This is probably 30-40 minutes since when we stopped at the Rhino Rock. I'll give you a quick 180. And oh wow, this is really really pretty down here. Heading into the river floor. A just a hair bumpy here. Wow. Little, use that articulation. Okay, there's upstream. I don't know if that's upstream or downstream, but so a pretty cool little dip here. I don't know that this is a river. Well, maybe it is of some sort, who knows, but I figured I'd show you this because it was a little rough. See, way in the distance, I'm pretty sure that is Palmvåg, and that way is 2 palms. So there have been quite a few signs like that, probably 6 or 8 of them in the last couple of hours, with little, you know, I don't know if they're towns, resorts, what, but I would highly expect that that white in the distance is Palmvåg and where we're headed. We'll see. Been this kind of topology? Is that the right word? Topography. Whoops, forgot. Topography for the last long time. Been a fun drive. Okay, I was totally confused. You see this wooden fence and this chain and this little building, blah, blah, blah. We were in the Palmvåg, what they call concession, or an area that's kind of managed by some particular group of people, and they can use it, you know, not as they see fit, but, you know, to, I guess, to make money. Anyway, we're staying at Damaraland tonight, which is some resort somewhere. And again, if you look in the distance right there, there's some kind of townish, you know, white buildings or whatever. Got a little cardboard receptacle here, got a little firewood. So, oh, looks like they got a little covered parking here. So we are uptown at the exit/entry to Palmvåg. So this is some kind of police checkpoint. I'm not, oh, they're checking for animal parts and stuff like that, so that you are leaving a stock disease control area. So they're making sure we're don't have animal or animal parts or whatever. Looks like they have some kind of market here periodically. Anyway, isn't this interesting? I don't think they're checking our driver's license or speed. By the way, there was a gas station. I don't know if I can get it in the camera right there, but there was a gas station right back there. That's the first gas station we've seen since I don't know that we've seen a gas station. Maybe in Walvis Bay. So it's been 7-8 days since we've seen a gas station. So we're clearly back into civilization. We've seen a few street signs like those. Here's a lady who's trying to hitch a ride, or a guy trying to hitch a ride, whatever. Anyway, we're back into some form of civilization because there's been some road signs and whatnot, and obviously this road's been graded and all that kind of thing. So, well, okay, you see a little bit of light because we got into camp really late tonight. It is like 8:15 or something like that. We're going to shower up real quick and go eat. The reason we're so late, or one of the reasons, is that we spent so much time watching the cheetahs with the springbok and the jackal and all that kind of stuff, which was well worth it. You see lights in the distance. Those are various cabins, and I believe that is the central area there. We came to our room just very quickly. Anyway, I'll go inside, the lights on, and just show you this. This is a lot more rustic than the places we've stayed the last 2 nights. And so, no heat. I don't know if the other ones had heat either, but I mean, it's nice, but it's just a lot more rustic. You know, got this tarp for a wall. I think the other ones maybe had too. Anyway, only have English and Namibian and foreign and European plugs, no US plugs. Anyway, no USB. I'm not complaining. It's just, I'm telling you what we got. Anyway, so thanks for following along today. This was the end of day 7 of the Ineos Grenadier expedition, Namibia. And we will finish up tomorrow on day 8 and in somewhere close to Walvis Bay, because our flights are maybe at noon tomorrow. I can't remember, maybe 10 o'clock in the morning. So again, thanks for coming along. If you can see the stars up there, you know, there are quite a few, but there's enough light in the camp that you don't see them all. Thanks for coming along, and we'll see you tomorrow on the trail.